Hello everyone, this is KAIJU, and today I'm back with another video this time for Godzilla Singular Point. And episode 13 has now just dropped, which marks the final episode of Godzilla Singular Point, and it is pretty damn insane, pretty damn awesome. And today we're going to talk about, I guess, the cliffhanger ending mainly. And yeah, there is a cliffhanger ending for Godzilla Singular Point, which I guess essentially confirms there will be a season 2. Now, there's no producer saying there will be a season 2, but I mean, at this point, given the cliffhanger, which is pretty damn awesome, and I will talk about in depth here, there will be a season 2 at this point. But anyway, yeah, it seems like the rumors that were out there were all false in their own respect. For example, there was a rumor out there about a new form of Godzilla that surpassed Godzilla Ultima, that was more crazier than Shin, so that was completely fake. It also mentioned some other things in that leak that are not leak, but I guess quote-unquote leak, that were also fake. We also did talk about, in the channel actually, a rumor regarding Godzilla vs. Salunga. That also did not occur. In that rumor, it states that Salunga was like the main villain, Godzilla was like, he was not the hero. He's also somewhat of a villain, but I guess he's more of an anti-villain, if you want to call it that. But that also did not turn out to be true. Salunga was a sort of big component in this series. It's even referred to as the catastrophe. So I think Salunga even existing is what led to the catastrophe and all this stuff occurring, potentially. I don't know. But Salunga did have a very big portion in this, but there was no specific Godzilla versus Salunga battle or anything of that sort. And Godzilla does seem to be a definitive villain, not an anti-villain, as the rumor stated. Which, by the way, that was a complete rumor. Okay, that was not a confirmed leak or anything like that. So, you know, don't attack me for that. I never believe leaks unless there is massive amount of evidence. Which, you know, for King of the Monsters, there was a massive amount of evidence. For GVK, there was a massive amount of evidence. For this one, there was only like very brief circumstantial evidence. So I couldn't really say 100% it was real or not. But yeah, that didn't really turn out to be true, unfortunately. For all of you who were excited about that, just know I did say it was a rumor and not an actual leak. But anyway, episode 13 was pretty damn awesome. It was actually really cool to see Jet Jaguar versus Godzilla, which I didn't really think was going to happen, but it did actually happen. We did see a big Jet Jaguar face Godzilla, and it was a very short battle, but it was still pretty awesome. I really liked the scene with Godzilla just shooting the beam directly at Jet Jaguar and just ripping off his face and whatever. And the other portion where Godzilla Ultima shoots the beam directly at Jet Jaguar's chest. That scene, that whole battle sequence was pretty damn sick. It was really awesome in my opinion. So yeah, that was really cool to see. Let's just talk about the cliffhanger now, because that is like the big thing here. And that is that we see, I don't know, some government official and other people around there, and we also see Ashihara actually smile for the first time as they gaze upon Mecha Godzilla, which is built off the Godzilla bones from the other episodes, like all the way from episode 1. Those bones that they took, they are now turned into Mecha Godzilla, which is pretty awesome that we're getting Mecha Godzilla again. But I think it's kind of interesting how Mecha Godzilla is coming back in another series that's completely different franchise. We had GVK Mechagodzilla, now we have Godzilla Singular Point Mechagodzilla, and they're both kind of like big spoilers, so that's pretty interesting. But anyway, Mechagodzilla looks pretty awesome. Clearly very Showa oriented. I mean, look at the design here, the face, the chest. I mean, clearly very Showa looking. And it looks menacing. I love it. It looks so awesome. I really cannot wait to see how this guy looks like once it's completely formed. It looks pretty awesome, to say the least, if I'm being completely honest. And I mean, yeah, this stuff is really sick. And in addition, we also have a little tidbit at the very end of the episode, before the end credits and whatever, that talks about how the end is the beginning. So I think that probably throws into question as to the chronology of all this. I think all this catastrophe spiel might actually be, because this is technically the end of Singular Point, I think it may actually be the beginning of a new chapter. I think that is what it's alluding to, aka alluding to season 2, right? as if the Mechagodzilla cliffhanger wasn't already enough. I do find it interesting that Ashihara is actually smiling about this Mechagodzilla. I don't know, that is very, very interesting in that he's alive, he seems very well, and that he's in this universe. He's not in some AI simulated universe, he's in this actual universe that is a Singular Point. So that is really interesting. There's definitely going to be a lot of things to explore there for Season 2. Mechagodzilla. I assume maybe Godzilla corrupts Mechagodzilla, just like, you know, classic Godzilla against a Mechagodzilla, which would be awesome because I love that movie. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be really sick to see Season 2 of Godzilla Singular Points. Hopefully we get more information regarding this. Mechagodzilla will surely be the villain. I'm not even sure if Godzilla's dead or if Salunga's dead. I mean, you do see Salunga basically just like pierced and everything, but we've seen Salunga be pierced like 3 times already, so maybe Salunga is still alive. I mean, he did make it all the way to episode 13. I mean, that's pretty damn impressive. And Godzilla, well, you know, you have to have Godzilla in your animes, right? So I think Godzilla probably survived. I think Salunga probably survived. So that's a lot of awesome stuff there that's going to be explored, or hopefully explored, in Season 2. So please tell me in the comments below what are your thoughts on the Mechagodzilla Godzilla Singular Point cliffhanger. What are your thoughts on, I guess, Season 2 essentially being teased and confirmed at this point for Godzilla Singular Point? Do you want there to be a Season 2? And what do you think of Godzilla Singular Point in general now that the entire series is out? Honestly, I was very impressed. Okay, in the beginning, I was like, okay, this looks, you know, I'll just check it out, I guess. I mean, it looks a little weird, I suppose. But it just kept building up and building up, and it was a great series, honestly. And I know there's a lot of design things that they did that are very wacky, and I'm not a really big fan of some aspects of it, but I think as a whole, it's pretty awesome. The execution was very well done. The characters are very likable, in my opinion. They did talk about scientific jargon a little bit too much, and that's saying as someone who is literally a physics major. I think they talked a little too much about that in computer science, a little too much. But yeah, I think the overall series was very well done. But anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment. This is KAIJU signing out.